Yes, well, people, welcome back. This is CC, and you're watching CC Sports Lab. Yeah, man, people, you know, I never that touch the Jonel Brumfield situation, but let me touch it, people. Like, Jonel Brumfield, I must say, is something that we don't wish anyone to go through, death threats and all of these things, right? Before we get into that, people, please remember to hit that like button, the share button, and just subscribe to the channel. Like 90% of you guys are watching the content, but you're not subscribing. So we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So just give us some support, people. Just hit that subscription button. So let's get into it, people. Janelle Brumfield, right? She was on she did an interview on Simsol session saying that basically she's afraid to come home, which is Jamaica is her home, because she's receiving death threats after what transpired between she and Noah Lyles coming out and say he's been getting the secrets from Junel about 5 years. I think they've been dating probably 2 years now. So that means before she was even dating him, before it became pillow talk, she was feeding him the information. And I think the situation which with Noah coming out and saying certain things, Noah basically put Junel in this position that she is in right now. Not saying that death threat, we are not excusing that. Like, to me, if she feels threatened, she should not come back to Jamaica at this point in time until she feels like it is cooled off, or she got some counseling and goes through with it. So I'm okay with her opinion as to saying that she don't feel comfortable coming back to Jamaica after receiving death threats and those things. But the next thing is this, Jonel. I don't know if you're listening to this, or if anybody for you is listening to this video, right? You must look at Noah Lyles as well. Because we all know the art of war tells you this, right? When it comes on to war, like, it's best to psych up the opponent just before the battle. Noah Lyles came out with this information. And when did he drop this information? Little bit before the Olympics. Right in the heat of the battle. Like a little bit before the Olympics. And if anybody knows anything about track and field, it's not just about the physicality. And this is sports overall. It's also the mental. We have had athletes who mentally have been mentally bankrupt. Or I would say mentally would have lost the plot, and as a result failed to qualify for the finals or failed to even win a medal. We've seen fast people like Asafa Powell not perform in Olympic finals, World finals, and the list. Like, you have several other players that we could suggest, right? But we are using like Asafa Powell because we have seen he was the world record holder, and he failed in 2014 in the Olympic final. Like, he was successful in getting to the final, but when he got to the final, he ended up 5th. 2008, same result, and you know the story goes on. He never won a individual gold medal in a major championship, whether it be World or Olympics, right? And I think Noah Lyles knew what he was doing when he dropped that bit of info, right? So he dropped it to some people might discount this, but it was to get the camp in frenzy. So people would be saying, oh, what do you mean? Like, the fans are not even focusing on the athletes anymore. Some athletes probably seen it and said, yo, you see what Noah Lyles just said? You hear what Noah Lyles just said? We don't even know the relationship between Junel and his teammates after what Noah Lyles said. So yes, Junel, you're right in feeling how you're feeling because you're an individual. And yes, if you don't want to come back to Jamaica right now and stay in the US, then that's fine. You have a US boyfriend. I'm sure he will propose to you at some point in time. And if you go that route, you'll get your citizenship and you don't have to come back to Jamaica any at all. But what you should do is question the motives of your boyfriend, your current partner, because he was the one that subjugated you to this kind of vitriol on the social media. If he look at it like this, if he never came out and said these things, Jonel, would the people be saying these things? Would there have been death threats? Would there have been all of these things? And going forward in that relationship, do you not think that he will come out and say other things? Because number one, he's looking out for himself and trying to get whatever edge he can get on his opponents. And he thought at that point in time, this is just my opinion of people. And if you reach this far in the video, people, please remember to hit that subscription button and the like button if you appreciate the content. But as I said, back to what we were speaking about. Do you not feel like in another competition coming up, if it is that he feels as if he can come and say something to get an edge over or something that he feels will give him an edge over his opponent, whether it's like he's playing mind games, do you not think he will say the same thing because he's looking out for numero uno, number one, himself? He's looking out for himself and wants to be the best there is. You understand? However impossible that is, because I think Bolt is kind of that's a hurdle a bit too far for Noah right now. But anyway, strive for the best. You understand? But my thing about it is that Jonel need to examine it. I don't know if you have had a discussion with Noah Lyles, but you need to have a discussion with Noah Lyles, because if he had not said what he came out and said, right? Had he not say these things, do you believe you would have received such attacks, such vicious attacks on the internet, and people saying all of these things that they listen? Fun and joke aside, and this is no disrespect, you're a tremendous athlete to have achieved what you have achieved, and being a part of the Jamaica team qualified to go to the Olympics. But in the grand scheme of all of these athletes, you're not up in the upper echelon for anybody or the fans to take this big notice of you. The only reason why these things happened was because Noah Lyles came out trying to get an edge over his opponents and throw your name out there. Threw you under the bus, flung you under the bus, and as a result, people came out and attacked you, which is not right. But then you need to examine what Noah Lyles did. What Noah Lyles did was wrong, and it was the reason why this attack came. People came at you. So I think you must have a discussion with your partner and say, yo, you cannot be doing things. If anything you want to do to get an edge over your opponents legally, then you can do it. However, leave my name out of it. Like, he never needed to throw your name out there to the vultures, which is the Jamaican fans. Sorry, Jamaican fans, but that's what pretty much a lot of you are. Like, they are going to beat athletes when certain things happen, especially when them come out and say about secret and all of these things. But Noah Lyles, you know what you were doing when you came out and made your statement, and you should have apologized to you. I see you're putting up a post and talking about oh, it is wrong for people to go at Jonel and everything. Yes, it is wrong, and all that is fine and dandy, but now you need to apologize to the young lady. This is your woman, and you left your woman out there in the cold. You threw her under the bus to be attacked by the wolves. I said vultures before, no people, but now I'm saying wolves. I'm just showing you the level of attack that the young lady have received over the course, to the point where she is doing an interview on Sim Soul sessions, and she don't feel comfortable coming to Jamaica to do it. That is as a result of Noah Lyles. Two people are wrong in this situation. The people who are threatening Jonel Bromfield, we don't even know if some of them are Jamaicans. But let's say they are Jamaicans, because we don't even know, because she said people sent her death threats, but we don't even know. But let's say they are Jamaicans, right? But Noah Lyles is also one of those persons who is the reason why she has received these death threats. So she need to examine that. But people, tell me what you think in the comment section. Was Noah Lyles wrong for throwing his girlfriend under the bus and allowing her to receive such vitriol, such attacks, such vicious attacks, to the point where she's traumatized to come back to Jamaica? Tell me what your views are in this comment section. Please remember to share, like, hit that subscription button. Thank you. I'm out.